Hello and welcome to another lesson about Blue Thought's license and subscription app embedded in Microsoft Dynamics 365 for finance and supply chain, also known as finance and operations apps. In this lesson, we'll discuss perpetual and enhancement plans type of subscriptions. What is specific about these type of subscriptions is that normally what happens, you buy a specific item which becomes perpetually yours. You pay once for it, but then you charge an enhancement plan or a maintenance plan which can span over a number of periods, most commonly in years. So let's jump right into the application. Let's move to the subscription management module and to the subscription management cockpit. Under subscription management, we'll filter on our favorite customer, Contoso, and we'll create a new subscription plan which is standard. In this case, I will select the program type called DPL, and my program type has a default subscription type of perpetual enhancement. I will select my enhancement plan, which is in years, and I will select value 1, and I will set up an enhancement plan percent, for example, of 16, and then I will create I will use my billing postal profile and click OK. And as you can see, by default my billing period now is yearly and rolling. I will now create a subscription plan line, and I will choose this item right here, and I put in a quantity of 1. My start date, I will set it to today. I will put in the sales price from my configuration, which is in this case 10,000. I will set up a perpetual purchase price, let's say 7,000, and I can also set up a maintenance purchase price of, say, 800 euros. So in this case, that means that I will purchase the maintenance from my supplier at a cost of 800 euros. I can go ahead and create my plan line, publish my subscription like we usually do, and run the master process. And as you can see here, it generated 4 lines in total. So why 4 lines? The first line is for the perpetual item that we sold to our customer. In fact, it does not have an end date because it was sold perpetually for 10,000 euros. The second line does have a from and to date because that is the maintenance period, which of course is capped with an end date. And same applies to the last 2, where the last 2 are actually the purchases for that perpetual item and for the related enhancement plan. So I will go ahead and put in some supplier invoice number, and I will also set the start date there. And I can go ahead and firm the subscription plan actions. Once that is ready, we can see now that the maintenance end date is a year from now, which is the 22nd of September 2021, and thus the new sales action date is the renewal of the maintenance agreement, which is 23rd September 2021. A day after the end date. So now what I will do, I will pause this video, I will change the date of the master process, which is something which you should only do on test environments, of course, and then I'll unpause and we'll continue the story from there as if it's next year already. Okay, we can continue with the demo. So now my date is actually the 23rd of September 2021, so I can go ahead and run my master process, and as you can see now it only created 2 lines and not 4. the reason it created 2 lines and not 4 lines is because, of course, now we won't charge the customer once again for the perpetual part of the solution, but we'll only charge for the maintenance. And then the second line is what our supplier charges us for the maintenance plan, which, if you recall earlier in this video, we set it up to be 800 euros. So once this is ready, again, you confirm and post your actions, as it is the standard way of working within the license and subscription app, as you also saw in earlier modules. What is noteworthy mentioning as well is the point that you could have other scenarios, of course, which leads to 2 or actually 4 records being generated, and that scenario can happen, of course, if the customer decides to extend the current perpetual setup he has with maybe more licenses, more device licenses, more SKUs. So in that case, when that happens, actually the logic of the application is that it will create a perpetual line for the new things which are bought, and it also tops up the enhancement plan for the new licenses bought, and the topping up is done in a pro rata manner until the end of the period. So for example, if in 6 months within the enhancement plan the customer added 1000 euro worth of licensing, and then the resulting enhancement plan top up will be of 8%, which is 16% division by 2, and the reason we do division by 2 is because only 6 months are left at the enhancement plan. So that's topped up over and above the existing enhancement, which has already been invoiced in a previous cycle. I hope you enjoyed this lesson about perpetual enhancement plan subscriptions. Stay tuned for more lessons about Proofworks license and subscription app. Thank you very much.